In this video, I'm going to explain what is a resume objective and who can benefit from using it to get more job interviews. The use of a resume objective is a heavily debated topic in the job market. While some see it as outdated, others find it useful for very specific situations. So let's break down the pros and the cons to help you decide if a resume objective is a good fit. Pro number one, a resume objective can provide you with a clear focus. A well-written resume objective can quickly introduce your career goals and target audience, helping recruiters understand your fit for the position. Pros number two, for career changes. If you're transitioning from one field to another, now this objective can bridge the gap between past experience and your desired role. Pros number three, entry-level applicants. If you're someone with limited experience, an objective can highlight skills, enthusiasm, and motivation. Pros number four, keyword optimization. This is where you include relevant key phrases from the job description, which helps you to improve your ranking in the applicant tracking system. Now here are the cons. Cons number one, generic and cliche. Generic objectives offer little value and can't even make a negative impression. So you just don't want to slap an objective on there. Okay, you want it to be very specific. Cons number two, misdirection. Focusing on your own goals instead of the employer's needs can actually cause you to miss the mark. What does that mean? Well, they don't consider you for the position. Cons number three, redundant. Skills and experience are often better detailed in other sections, sort of making the objective repetitive. So this is why you got to be careful if you use a resume objective. Cons number four, modern resume trends favor concise professional summaries over traditional objectives. I fall into this camp. I always tell people don't use an objective. And if I do use it, which I haven't done so in about 25 years, you can always use other phrases to help showcase what you bring to the table. Now let's talk about who benefits the most from using a resume objective. Now, based on the pros and cons we just covered, here are some situations where a resume objective might be most beneficial. And as I stated, career changes if you have limited experience in a new field. Entry-level applicants with no professional or very little professional work experience. Job seekers when they're applying for highly specialized positions. And for targeted resumes tailored to specific companies or roles. Now, ultimately, the decision to include an objective is a personal choice. It's really up to you. Consider your individual needs and specific jobs you're applying for. Remember, a well-written objective can add value, while a generic one can actually hurt your chances of getting called for an interview. Now, if you're unsure, you're like, I don't really know if I should use a resume objective, then use a professional summary that highlights your skills, your achievements, and your knowledge. Here are some additional tips for writing a compelling resume objective. 1. Keep it concise. Shoot for 1 to 2 sentences, okay? 2. Tailor it to the specific job and company. That's so important. 3. Focus on the employer's needs and how your skills will benefit them. 4. Use strong action verbs and keywords to start off your sentences. And 5. Avoid cliches and generic statements. I hope this information helps you to make an informed decision about whether to include a resume objective on your resume. Here's your action steps. First, I want you to take 30 minutes and find a job that you want to apply to. Then create a resume objective tailored to that job to entice the employer to contact you. Next, I want you to download the resume objective samples document that's below and use it as a starting point to create yours. Do not copy it verbatim, but use it as a starting point, and you have 5 different industries. Finally, I want you to post your draft resume objective in the comments below so you can get feedback. So don't be afraid to do that, all right? See you in the next video.